What is going on, guys? The real KJ3 here, back with the Windows 98 Toshiba satellite laptop. In the last video I left off on installing Windows 98 and the drivers, when originally I wanted to install Windows 95, but the lack of software and driver support about made that impossible. If you haven't watched that video, I recommend going back to my channel and watching it so you can enjoy the beauty of cleaning the laptop and getting everything installed and ready to go to do some gaming. And while you're there, be sure to hit that subscribe button to see more videos like this one. Alright, booting to the desktop, you might already notice that I installed two games, one of them being my all-time favorite, Lego Racers, and You Don't Know Jack 2. I know that You Don't Know Jack isn't a graphical demanding game, but it's just one of those pieces of software I put on all of my Windows 98 machines. It just has to be there. I'm going to go ahead and run Lego Racers, so putting in the CD, it should run the auto execute and be good to go. That right there, I will never get tired of saying. Always brings back so many good memories. So the big thing you might notice right from the get-go is the ghosting on the screen. I originally thought this was a driver issue until I looked at the internal specs of the monitor itself, and come to find out it's actually a dual scan passive active matrix display. It's not a regular LCD like the other laptops. The hardware, however, runs 4 megs of video memory, which is about bare minimum for most games of this era. So on the account of possibly getting low frame rates on low settings or high ones, I'm probably going to get a lot of fading and ghosting as well. You can see in this cutscene here what I'm talking about. I'm going to skip over that. But other slower motions like this, there's really nothing to fade about, and it actually looks halfway decent. So we're off to a pretty bad start, as you can see that some of the textures have a black box around them and that the frame rate is pushing maybe like 20, 25 at most. Still playable, but not all too enjoyable. I'm glad to hear the sounds working though. Okay, I'm gonna do a time race here. I'm gonna go with Jonah Cart. Yeah. Okay, guess I'm not doing anything then. Boy, that got somewhere. Alright, let's try the next game. Let's go with Earthworm Jim. I gotta install this. This is for Windows 3.1 and 95. So let's try a 2D game. So let's go ahead and install it. And hopefully this one doesn't crash like Lego Racers did. I can't lie, as smooth as that's looking, I'm not getting my hopes up because I'm figuring something's gonna go wrong here. It's not gonna be as perfect as that FMV. I think I'm a little late. And I think that I'm going to have to change the setting to that one, but we'll see how it looks without the 256 color mode. So far, so good. Frame rate's looking good, but we are in a small window screen. So once I get it full screen, then that'll really be the determining factor. Say the ghosting on the screen is quite an eyesore, but let's turn it into full screen mode to see what we get. Oh man, that's even worse. The frame rate dropped and the ghosting is like twice as hard. Yeah, the camera ain't saving that, but man, that is almost dizzying to look at in person. That's pretty bad. I'm gonna pause the game and reset the dimension settings because man, I can't do it in full screen for that long. Maybe it's just me, but man, that is hard to look at. In the little window like that, that's so much better. Like that is day and night difference. And change it to double the window. Let's go 640 by 480 and see how that looks. Hopefully it's not as bad and we don't get that much of a frame drop. Okay, that right there is definitely much more playable. Bigger screen, the frame rate didn't drop as hard, and the ghosting isn't as bad. Still a little bit there, but a lot more tolerable than full screen. So that'd definitely be the playable route if you were to get this laptop and play these type of games. Alright, up next, we gotta go with the all-time classic, Doom. I got the Companion Edition, and hopefully I don't have any sound driver issues. I know these can put up a fight on these older school laptops, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it installed with these instructions on the CD, which I actually don't think I've seen before, which is rather cool. Just gotta give a shout out to this badass CD design. You don't see those anymore. Okay, now that that's installed without any error, let's go ahead and run it and see how bad the ghosting is. I can't imagine there'd be a frame rate issue, but I just imagine the ghosting would be the deal breaker on this. So the ghosting isn't as bad as I expected it to be. It's still really not that good. But one thing I am noticing is that how it looks on the camera is exactly how it looks on the screen. Like, you don't have the color lines, but I mean, you gotta angle the screen the right way, or else you literally cannot see anything with a dark texture. It doesn't have that very much draw distance, and it's kinda affects the gameplay, but not too much. If I could actually aim using a trackball. And yeah, it's not bad. It's not really that good either. Would I say it's playable? Yeah, it's playable, but I don't know. Something about it's just off. I just can't really put my finger on it. But either way, Doom is Doom. You gotta enjoy it any way you can, right? Okay, last but not least, we're gonna go balls to the wall. Take out Doom, and next I'm going to install Monster Truck Madness 2. Just like You Don't Know Jack, this is one of those games I gotta have on any Windows 98 machine that I have. Whether I know it will run it or not, it's just gotta be on there. I'm gonna fast forward through the installation here. Okay, while the opening cutscenes look good, smooth, and crisp, I can only hope that the actual gameplay itself is the same. I don't really have high expectations, being this wasn't really made for gaming, it was more of a business home use laptop, but I mean, hey, we can dream, can't we? Okay, so as you can see, my expectations are getting a little lower and lower as the game goes on, because we're getting a lot of skipping and frame dropping. I'm just expecting it to crash at any point. Okay, let's go ahead and start up a race here. No matter what, I'm NWO for life. I gotta go with Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And check out the keyboard controls real fast. Okay, so starting the race, the frame rate isn't that bad. I'm gonna swap the view here as I take out this other monster truck. Okay, that's near. Let's go far. Man, ooh. In far, the colors, it's doing what it was doing in Doom. Like, the colors just blend and it's... Oh boy, now I really jacked myself up. They have like 20 different view settings in here, but... I know I've gone completely off track, but I want to see how much draw distance there is. But like the dark colors just kind of blends everything together, and it kind of actually makes it a little hard to look at or decipher everything that you're trying to see. overall, it's not that bad. It's just like I said with Doom. The dark textures is kind of hard to make out, and like with the screen being the dual passive matrix, active matrix, whatever the hell it is, it's a little difficult. It's just not as easy. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to always having an LCD monitor, and going to this one, it's just kind of like a trick on the eyes, and just kind of throws everything off. I'll go ahead and pause the game here and see how much disk space we have left. I know this is a 2 GB drive, but how much are we using? Okay, we only got about half of it left, which is, you know, about expected. Fair, those are some, well, not really so much Doom or Earthworm Jim, but like Lego Racers and Monster Truck Madness. They're more space filling than anything. But that'll do it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to check out the channel where I have more videos in regards to gaming and other computer and technological related things. Be sure to check out the Instagram at therealkj3.exe where I upload pictures and videos in regards to these. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. And until then, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.